Hey crystal friends, welcome to episode 10 of the weekly crystal drop. We've got a beautiful brand new table lined up here, and all of these gorgeous crystals will be going live in my Etsy store at 9 PM UK time tonight. And shipping to the US will be available on all of the pieces. I've got my coffee ready, so go grab a drink, settle in, and let's get started. So kicking things off tonight, we are going to go with a restock material. And this is really unusual Heulandite and tree agate. And these lovely palms come from India, and they're, as the name suggests, a mix of lovely orange Heulandite and then this green dendritic agate. And they each have their own individual character, so this one's got a lovely blend of the two, really nice artistic patterns. This is Pretty Piece F and it's £11. Next up is piece G, and this one is heavy on the mossy inclusions. And then it's got some lovely darker orange here going through to more of a pastel, almost like a creamy colour, creamy white colour. And these palms, they're smallish, but they're chunky, so they are a good size. So lovely piece G is £12. Next up is piece H, and this one has a completely different pattern. It's got this lovely green vug right here, surrounded by super vibrant orange. And then it's got lovely dendritic patterns all around this area, and then more of the really deep juicy orange here. And then it's got a little bit of shimmer right there. This piece has got so much going on. It's absolutely lovely. And this material is prone to having little bits missing where it's come away during carving, and it's just the nature of this material, so not to worry about that. Oh wow, that piece has got a little bit of, oh, that green area's got a nice little bit of shine to it. How lovely. So piece H is £12 as well. Next up is piece I. Now this one looks a little bit unusual, and I think it's because I think these areas here are actually filler. They've just done a very good job of blending the colours. So this one's got that lovely creamy Heulandite, then these dark green areas, and then I think these more brown green areas I think are actually filler. So this piece, because I believe that it is filler, although I have to say it does make it look very artistic, it's a very striking piece. So because of the filler, piece I is going to be on a reduced price, and so the price of this one is just £7. And last up is piece J, and it's got these beautiful bright pops of orange, lots and lots of those green dendrites, and then this side is similar again. Another nice chunky little palm. So piece J is £12. So next up is another restock material, and this has sold out every time I've had it, so I thought I'd just do a limited release of a few more pieces. So this is relatively rare yellow fluorite with mica inclusions, and I have seen another shop calling this Jaffa Cake fluorite, and I think that name just describes it so well. It genuinely does look like the colour of a Jaffa Cake. And you might think at first glance, oh, it's just some yellow fluorite with some, with some random inclusions, but if you get the lighting just right, you can see all that beautiful mica has this beautiful golden flashy glow. Also beautiful colours, reds and golds and greens. I think this material is just spectacular. It's so pretty. So this one, as well as these beautiful mica inclusions, it's also got some darker inclusions. It's almost like a honeycomb effect. I kind of think of these as being almost like molten honey, because the mica and some of these inclusions, they really do kind of have honeycomb vibes. The transparency is really nice on these pieces too. And the lighting isn't very good today. It's absolutely pouring down outside. It was supposed to be sunny, but nope, it's raining again. So we'll just take a look at the transparency on this piece. And the extra light really shows up the colour, and it shows all those gorgeous intricate structures inside. So this is piece H. It's the largest piece, so it's quite a good size. I'd say it's a couple of inches across. And this one is £26. Moving on to piece I. This one has a nice translucency again, and then when you turn it around to this side, it shows off all those beautiful shining mica inclusions. This is a relatively rare type of fluorite, and I had heard that this was a one-time find and that it was mined out. I don't know how true that is. I'm still seeing it crop up on the market every now and then, whether that's just old stock that had already been mined or whether it's fresh finds. I'm not too sure, to be honest, but I have to say I did stockpile a little bit of this material because I did hear that it was a one-time find. So it is relatively uncommon, which is why it's a little bit pricier than the regular fluorite. But I can understand why it's so pricey, because it's just so stunning and it's so sunshiny. It's like it's a very happy looking stone. Makes up for us not having any sun outside today. we've got the sun inside instead. And again, this one has beautiful transparency when you put the backlight on. Really, really nice. This one is piece I. It's a little bit smaller than piece H, and it is £21. And lastly, we have piece J, and this one is a slightly darker honey colour. It has some of those lovely inclusions, but the mica in this one is just fabulous. Oh my days, it's incredible. And all the flashes, you know, they're not just gold, you know, they're green, they're almost rainbow coloured. Absolutely stunning. It's so beautiful, and there's so much depth in this piece too. It's hard to tell in this lighting, but there's all these wonderful structures inside, and there's even mica on the other side of this piece too. And with the backlight again, you can actually see all the pieces of mica suspended inside there. But yeah, this piece has some fabulous internal structures. It really does. It's got so much character. So this piece is just slightly smaller again, but it's still a really nice size sphere. And so this stunning piece J is just £20. Next up, we're going to do some money toads. And what I've done is I've pulled out all of my tiger's eye ones because they're all in different styles, and I just wanted to kind of highlight the different styles you can get in the money toads. I mean, these aren't all the styles available, but these are the main ones I've seen. So first up, we have this one, and this is what I'd kind of call the classic money toad style. There's a coin in the mouth, and then there's a large coin here. You've got obviously the three legs, and then there's these little sort of bubbles that represent coins. And then underneath there's a really big coin carved into the base. And from a side profile, they're fairly flat. They kind of come down on a diagonal. This piece is made from nice quality yellow or gold tiger's eye. It's got lovely flashes. This is piece A, and it's £17. Moving on to the next style, and these ones are so cute. They look kind of shorter and chunkier, and they have coins running down either side of their back. They still have a coin in their mouth and the three legs, but you can see they have quite a different style, and I think these ones are so cute. They have the lovely coin carved into the base as well. And this one is absolutely beautiful quality. It has the most incredible flashes. It really does. And this one is quite dinky. It's kind of bordering on mini money toad size. And this one is piece B, and it's £14. Moving on to piece C, and this one is a bigger version of piece B. So you can see again the coins down each side. So this is a larger and slightly more detailed version. See, it's got the same coin carved into the base, And that flash is so incredible, oh my gosh, wow. Again, stunning, stunning quality on this one. So obviously this piece is larger. It's a full-size mini dode. So this lovely piece C is just £19. Next up is a brand new shape. My supplier got me this and he said to me that this was a new shape of money toad, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's one of the cutest things I have ever seen. It is adorable. It looks like a strawberry. I know these represent coins, but it looks like a little strawberry. It is so, so cute. And there is a coin carved into the base there. Again, the quality of the tiger's eye on this one is just stunning, and it's got this really charismatic face, and it almost looks like he's got little horns. It is honestly absolutely adorable, and I want to get more pieces of this style in different materials, especially strawberry quartz, because I think that would just look amazing. Oh, I cannot get over the cuteness. So piece D is around about that size, and it's £19 as well. And last up, we have another piece in the style that we just saw with the coins down either side of the back, but this one is in gorgeous blue tiger's eye. And if you think this side is nice, just wait till you see the base. How stunning is that? I just love on this one the way you've got the juxtaposition between the blue and the gold. It just shows the beauty of both colours simultaneously. So, so stunning. The quality is so good on this piece. The rubbish lighting today is not doing it any favours at all. It looks so much nicer in person. It's got beautiful flash on this side as well. And the blue tiger's eye, like I've mentioned previously, is less common than the yellow, so it's usually a little bit more expensive. So this piece is £21, but it is just beautiful. So next up is another restock material. I'm doing a few restock materials today because I'm waiting for my new stock to come in, and it's been delayed. For some reason, it's been routed via Kazakhstan. Don't ask me why, I have no idea, but it's been chilling there for a while. So next week will probably be purely new materials from that box that's coming. But in the meantime, we're doing a few restocks. So our restock material is this lovely African bloodstone, which is also known as seftonite. And it's a vibrant mixture of red jasper, grey or clear chalcedony and pyrite. And the pyrite's in the form of these little flecks or sprinkles of metallic inclusions. And this is a relatively uncommon material, and it's mined in... oh, there's pyrite there too. And it's mined in Eswatini in South Africa, and the location it's mined in is quite challenging. It's very remote, so it's a bit difficult to mine. But I'm glad they managed to extract it because it is beautiful. So this piece has this gorgeous big splash of red jasper right here, and we've got the little sparkly pyrite flecks. It's a very, very lovely piece. This is piece A, and it's £9. Next up is piece B, and this one has a very different vibe. This one's stripy and banded, which I haven't really seen in Bloodstone before. It's quite unusual, to be honest. But it's got lots of those lovely pyrite flecks. You can see them all dancing about in the jasper there. And the other side is really similar. Lots more of that gorgeous sparkly pyrite. And these palms are all the same size. They're what I'd say is sort of a standard, maybe slightly to the small end, but a standard size palm. And all the pieces are £9. So this really unusual banded piece is piece B, and this one is £9. Next up is piece C. This one kind of looks a bit like piece A on this side. It's got this really large splash of red jasper, which is full of gorgeous little bits of pyrite. And then on the other side, you've got the continuation of the red, and then all this beautiful, almost galaxy-like chalcedony. Almost looks like drifts of stormy clouds. That is a lovely piece C. Piece D is very artistic looking with this really bold stripe through here, and then a big swath of the translucent chalcedony, and then this beautiful greenish colour brecciated area down here, and of course lots of little glittery pyrite sparkles all the way through. And then the other side is really, really attractive too. Gorgeous translucency on this piece. The lovely piece D is £9 as well. And last up is piece E, and this one is really heavy on the jasper. It's in all sorts of lovely formations on this one. And there's some larger pyrite areas there, and then lots of little micro sprinkles of it in the chalcedony. And then the other side is also just gorgeous. This piece is like a little work of art. It's absolutely lovely. There's a close-up of the back of that one. Some more of those larger bits of pyrite there. So gorgeous piece E is £9 as well, just like the others. Next up we have the one and the only Labradorite dragon turtle, and he has got some beautiful flashes. He's got gorgeous dark blue, light electric blue, gold and orange, a sunset mix of colours, and he's really nicely carved. And he's got little flashes under his belly as well, all these beautiful colours. And this is the only lab one that I've got. I've had him for a while, but I didn't list him because he had the biggest polishing pebble in the world lodged right in his mouth, like he tried to eat it, and it it got stuck behind his teeth, and I was terrified of breaking his teeth while I was getting it out. So last night I thought I'm going to have to just be brave and just go ahead and do it. And luckily it came out fine. His teeth are still intact. He doesn't need any dental work. And here he is in all his colourful glory. That's his size. So this flamboyant little guy is just £19. Next up we have another piece that is my one and only piece of this material, and that is this beautiful and extremely heavy, oh my gosh, velvet malachite specimen. I'm a huge fan of malachite. This is the first time I've ever had the velvet type. It's also known as silky malachite or fibrous malachite, and you can see how it gets its name because it honestly looks like gorgeous green velvet. It's so pretty. And it has these beautiful chatoyant areas. These kind of remind me of seraphinite, the way that they grow in these beautiful fans. And my camera is not doing justice to the colour at all. It's a more vibrant green than what it's showing here. It's got these really cool formations you can see all the way through. Very unique structure. I'm trying to be careful how I turn it over here. And that's the underside. So you can see more of these gorgeous fans. They're just all over. This piece in the sunlight would just look incredible. It kind of looks like a silky green mole. I just want to sort of stroke it because it looks really soft. But I'm not going to because I don't want to damage it. And velvet malachite is a relatively rare form of crystalline malachite. And it's mined primarily in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. And it's basically regular malachite that's undergone hydrothermal mineralization. The presence of hydrothermal fluids lead to the crystallization of the malachite, and then it creates this beautiful crystalline form. Now, like I said, this form is relatively rare. This is a lovely quality example, and it is rather large and very heavy. So this beautiful piece is £65. Okay, I'll just try to set it back down carefully. Gently does it. Oops, that's not very central, is it? Okay. There we go. Next up we have another super rare material. I am so excited about these. Can you guess what material this is? Now you'd be forgiven for saying, oh, is that Brazilian citrine? Because it does have a citrine look, but no, this is actually Libyan desert glass. And it's a material that I've wanted to carry in the shop for a long time in its raw form. But I saw these carvings and I thought, oh my goodness, how special are these? So Libyan desert glass is actually a form of tektite or an impact glass, which formed when they believe a meteorite hit the earth about 26 million years ago, and it just instantly melted the sand and formed into this beautiful glass. And this happened in the Sahara Desert. And this material is also known as Libyan gold tektite or great sand sea glass. And pieces are found scattered over many, many square miles. And the raw form is in these kind of nugget shapes. What's amazing about these carvings is that they were carved from a much larger piece of the Libyan desert glass, and they were carved by hand into these happy Buddha shapes. You can see if you look closely there are little teeny inclusions, which is what you'd expect to see with a tektite. It has been really incredibly skillfully hand carved. And then that's the back. The back is flat. These would make nice pendants, but they don't have a drill hole, and I would not be very confident about trying to drill a hole through the Happy Buddha's head. I don't think that would be a good idea. So yeah, these are more, I would say, high-grade minis. So this piece is piece A. He's the largest piece and he's £75. Next up we have piece B, and this one is quite a bit smaller and quite difficult to keep hold of. So there's a close-up of this one, and again you can see all these amazing little inclusions in there. It's just amazing to think how millions of years old these are. So that's the back of piece B. I do apologise about any fingerprints. It's really hard to hold these without getting fingerprints all over them. So this one is smaller. I think it's about 5 or 6 grams. And so piece B is £43. And piece C is the same size and the same price. And there's a close-up of that one. Again, really, really beautifully carved. I just love these high-grade minis. Again, you can see with the extra light all those little delicate inclusions within. And then there's the back of that piece. To think that this was a nugget of tektite lying in the Sahara Desert and now it's been carved into this beautiful little happy Buddha is just amazing. Must have taken somebody so long to carve this. And this shop, they specialise in carving tektites, so they do have other shapes available. So if anybody has a specific shape they're looking for in a tektite carving, I know that's very specific, but if there's any shapes you're looking for, just let me know and I'll see if they have them. I think they carve Moldavite as well, I'll have to double check, but I got these pieces for now because I've been wanting Libyan desert glass in the shop for so long. I'd thought these are just such cute, happy little pieces. So this one is piece C and it's £43 as well. Moving on to some more malachite. And this is beautiful palmstone A. I hand-picked all of these pieces out of a batch because I'm quite fussy about the patterns and I love ones that have this beautiful sage green colour. I love the fact this one's got a vug right in the centre, and then it's got lovely banding around the side, and then another really nice pattern on the back. This piece does have a little chippy chip on the side there, so the price for this one has been reduced from 27 down to 19, and it's still a really stunning piece. And these palms are slightly on the small side. They're still a good size, but just to make them a little bit more affordable, they're carved a little bit smaller. So I thought these were really the perfect compromise between size and affordability, because malachite is expensive. But it's beautiful, it really is. So piece A is £19. Moving on to piece B, and the vibrancy of the colours in this one is just lovely, and it has the most beautiful patterns on this side. And then on the reverse side, I think it just gets even better. All these beautiful bands and orbs, and this wonderful light green colour that I love so much. And again, this piece has actually had the price reduced because it's got a little chip on the side. So this one was originally £27 as well, and the price has been reduced to £19. So piece B is just £19. Next up is this slightly smaller one, but it's got these beautiful, beautiful bands and a wonderful mix of colours. Really stunning. It gives this gorgeous 3D effect with all these ripples. It's absolutely beautiful. And the reverse side continues that theme with those lovely colours and bands. We've got a few little natural vugs on each end as well, just to add further to the interest. And this piece is a little bit smaller, but it makes up for it by being absolutely beautiful. So gorgeous piece C is £21. Next up is the largest piece, piece D. The patterns on this are absolutely phenomenal. How stunning. I love this almost perfect orb right here, just surrounded by these beautiful wavy bands. Oh my days. You know what, I almost kept this one. I was so tempted. And then you've got all these kind of interlocking orbs with these gorgeous little vugs in between on the back. This palm is just gorgeous. And that's the size reference. And the colours on these are a million times nicer in real life. They really are. They're so bright and vibrant. So beautiful piece D is £29. And I've been looking for high quality malachite palms for so long. I was so excited when I found these. I really was. And I do have more. I'm just starting with these 5 pieces. This one is super intricate and delicate, and it's got lots of that beautiful sage green colour, but oh my gosh. All the intricacy of the patterns on this one are just breathtaking. Look at all those fine bands. So delicate. It's beautiful. What a stunning piece. So beautiful piece E is just £23. Okay, so we have reached the last material, which is these stunning Drusy agate lotus flowers. And these, again, I hand-picked these. So these have been beautifully hand-carved from this gorgeously translucent agate. And even the back on this piece is pretty. Look at all these little splodges of the blue colour. It's just gorgeous. And you can see just how sparkly it is with the studio lights off. Full of beautiful, beautiful glitter. There's so much interest with these pieces close up. They've even carved little patterns into the inner petals. And of course you have that lovely translucency of the agate, which shows these gorgeous dendritic patterns within. I think this piece is a little stunner. It really is. So in Buddhism, the lotus flower represents the path to enlightenment. So the roots of the lotus that grow in muddy, murky water represent materialism. And then the stem represents the journey to spiritual awakening. And then the beautiful bloom at the top represents enlightenment. So it's a symbol of purity, transcendence, and spiritual enlightenment, because it grows in these murky waters, but then it blooms into this beautiful flower. And all these pieces stand nicely for display. This is the smallest piece. This is piece A, and it's £36. Moving up in size onto piece B, and I love the way these have been carved with the geode at the centre radiating out into the beautiful petals. That's the back of this piece, and again the agate has gorgeous translucency, so you can see through to all these lovely little inclusions that it's got. You can see with a bit of a backlight how translucent it is. And then there's the detailing on the inner petals again, and then the centre, of course, is this gorgeous sparkly Drusy quartz. You can see how glittery it is with the main studio lights off. It's just like looking into another world in there. It's so pretty. You can see all those tiny little quartz teeth, and then all these beautiful speckles in the agate. They remind me of a real flower. When you look closely at a real flower, you can normally see lots and lots of little details that aren't apparent on first glance, including all this dust in here. Sorry about that. So piece B is slightly larger, and it's £64. Moving on to our last piece of the day, and what an amazing piece to finish on. This is just gorgeous. I love the way the back has been carved to follow the outside edge of the geode, so it's got this lovely earthy yellow colour. And then the inside is almost like an ombre effect, where you've got the darker agate around the outside, and then you've got the paler white agate around the inside, which further symbolises the purity of this flower. And then of course this incredible sparkly geode centre, which is peppered with all these little black dots. It is so beautiful in there. And again, really nicely carved. I just love the way that they respect the material when they carve these, and they carve the shape to best show off the different areas. I was trying to get more of these ones that have the two-tone colours because I think they are just incredible, but I could only find this one. So this is the one and only one I managed to get, and if this ends up in my personal collection, I will be quite happy about it. This is a very good size, it really is. It would make the most beautiful display piece. So piece C is the largest. It's a really good size, and it's £89. Okay, so that's everything on today's table. I'm currently waiting for 2 boxes of stock to come in. Like I said, one of them has taken a holiday in Kazakhstan currently, but it should be here in a couple of days, and there is some beautiful items in that box, and it's coming from the supplier who I got the money toads, the lotus flowers and the little Libyan desert glass happy Buddhas from. So I am so excited about that box coming. Christmas is coming early. And then I've got another box coming from another supplier who I've worked with a couple of times, and that should arrive within about a week or so. So that will be plenty of things to keep us going till Christmas. So I was just going to interrupt here to say that originally I had planned to make videos up until Christmas, but there's been a little slight change of plan, like I mentioned earlier in the video. So the next video will be in the first week of January. In the meantime, I'll just share a few of the pieces with you that I've unboxed from the first supplier. So first up are these beautiful apple green fluorite spheres with amazing clarity, the most stunning colour, and loads of massive rainbows. I love them so much. Then next up is some of the most beautiful hematoid quartz I have ever seen in my life. I kid you not, it is amazing. And then some super fun carvings. So there's carnelian nine-tailed foxes, and then these super cute little candy fluorite unicorns. They are so adorable. I could not resist. And then some gorgeous flashy Labradorite pieces in different shades of blue, and some super high grade mini rutile pieces in various shapes, but all super nice quality. And then lastly, the largest ever piece that I have purchased for the shop, and it's going to be a surprise. So join me in January, where I will be showing all of the gorgeous new pieces, and hopefully the box from the second supplier will have arrived by then as well, so there'll be even more pieces. I might do an unboxing video of that just so I can get another video out before the end of December, but if it doesn't arrive, we'll just have to wait till next year. So I hope everyone has an amazing festive period, and I will see you all in January. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more crystal content. Alrighty, I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. So we've got 30 brand new, oh gosh, that's terrible. Feel free to go grab a drink, settle down. What am I on about? So I've got my, I've got my coffee all ready, so go grab, I've got my coffee ready, so go grab a drink, settle down again, oh my gosh! There's these little bubbles, oh, not the camera, there's these little, and then there's, ugh, get off. I just love the way on this one that you've got that gorgeous juxtaposition between the blue and the, So this is, well, let me see what it looks like with the lights off. Hang on. Right.